call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Handoff to the single running back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup for 4. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Got room to work. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Plucks it out of the air. At the 45 on his way. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Drew Allard feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Allard still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Pena. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Allard. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab, it's Peoples. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. Really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. And you think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Third down coming up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's caught. It's Smith. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's where we got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. Get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Fires it down the seam. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Now on the move. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it.
Fourth down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Here we go. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second.
Ohio State, 0.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Buckeyes! Sometimes you hear people say that quarterbacks aren't tough. Watch that play and tell me that dude's not tough.
You can't coach that, Reese. That's unbelievable. To sit there with that kind of poise, knowing he's about to get smacked, keep his vision and his focus downfield towards that open receiver, that was absolutely tremendous.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Allard. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback running on the draw. Makes it past the marker. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to throw, it's Allard. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. That That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players made... plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. This crowd knows when to bring it. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Gets the back moving. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Peoples. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Tate. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. But those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Graham.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, he'll try to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game, going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach, because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception. You turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Allard. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Miller. Caught, close to the marker, it's St. Clair. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Akron. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's St. Clair. Catch in the middle, it's Peoples. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Peoples. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got a man. It's Peoples. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Got it behind the line, it's Ball. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
And the Buckeyes are on the move. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Using the quick game. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. To throw, it's St. Clair. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job on the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away. Slings it downfield. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let it loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the bag and get him down for a big loss.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He's looking downfield to throw. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. snap. It's Smith. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Under fire. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 37 to Kent State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Got a man, it's Graham. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires downfield. It's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And that is the exact opposite of what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Here's the pressure, trying to make magic on the scramble. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this.
Touchdown, Ohio State! in the end zone to give them 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good.
That keeps the score. Penn State 35. Ohio State 27.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered.
There he goes. Smashes ahead. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And the Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense might bring the house here. Going to the running game. Hard running there. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. He's not gonna get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Smith. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Rushes on him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Graham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Buckeyes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's Graham. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he wants it all. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Leaves it with the back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Final play of the game right here. Back to throw, it's Allard. Right down the middle. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. So Penn State takes down Ohio State, a couple of Blue Bloods, cornerstone programs in college football, and you know both sides can't wait until they meet again. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.